Why would you hire outsourced people if you already have a team of technologists? Well, I think the first question is, does the team that you have the skills to do what you need? And so there's a really big difference between an IT person and a competent software developer. Does your team have time? Are you competing with the rest of the organization for their time? They might be able to give you, I don't know, half a developer for 6 months, but you really need 3 developers for 3 months in order to get your stuff done. So we once had a client who was a very, very large client, with revenue in the tens of billions, and they had all kinds of internal IT and developers. But the reality was that that enterprise business was big enough that it was their team for software development was like 3 years out. Like you had, if you didn't have a project that could get kind of ramrodded to the top by a high level executive, you just didn't have an option. You weren't going to get what you needed. But these organizations, sub-organizations in a large enterprise like that, they have money, they have budget, they can get the money, they just don't have the people to give the money to internally. And so that might be a reason why you pick us. The other reason might be the people that you have internally just aren't good. They don't deliver. I've talked before about just how difficult software can be, how complex it can be. You need people on the team who can handle that kind of complexity and continue to deliver. Maybe even more important than that, you need the project and the process around the actual software development that's being done in order to make sure you get clear requirements into the software developers, that you give them opportunities to get their questions answered, that you have regular milestones for deliverables, that you help them organize priorities, and then you have a process for evaluating what's delivered, sending it back to them if needed, and then ultimately putting it in the hands of the client. It's not uncommon to have development teams that honestly, they can't cut it. They can't get done what needs to get done. I think all of those reasons might be reasons why it makes sense to try to find an outside firm to get a project done instead of trying to keep it in-house.